Number 11, Anna Smith. And the libero, number 2, Alice Cochrane. Northern Ireland Girls head coach is Jonathan Workman. And their opponents in red shirts and black shorts, they are Wales Girls. Please welcome their captain, number 11, Rachel Daniels. And her teammates, number 2, Agata Kowalska. Number 3, Charlie Moorhead. Number 4, Elisa Ionascu. Number 7, Katie Browning. Number 8, Laura Anderson. Wales Girls head coach is Sandra Starr. Over on court number 2 in the boys' 5th and 6th place playoff, wearing green shirts and red shorts. Make some noise for Wales boys. They're led out by their captain, number 1, Adam Sully. And let's meet his team, number 4, Benjamin Wakefield. 6, Joseph Jones. Number 8, Matthew Monkton. Number 9, Michael Bryan. Number 10, Reese Bartlett. And the libero, number 11, William Sharp. Wales boys head coach is John Williams. And their opponents in white shirts and green shorts, they are the Northern Ireland boys. Introducing their captain, number 8, Ryan Upton. And his teammates, number 1, Craig Taylor. Number 2, Jay Ford. Number 5, Ross McMorris. Number 7, Ben Eagle. Number 10, Luke Pollock. And the libero, number 3, Jack Bailey. Northern Ireland boys head coach is Aaron McKendry.
Here we line up on court 1 with Rachel Daniels serving for Wales. It's Rachel and Elisa in the middle. Two-setter system of Agata Kowalska and Laura Anderson. And then the wing attackers for this game are at the net, Charlie Moorhead, number 3, and Katie Browning, number 7. One-setter system for Northern Ireland. The setter is number 11, Anna Smith. She's going to be penetrating through 1. Wing attacks of Sarah Scott and Malenka Ryjelska. And the middles, the familiar pairing of Lucy Kavanagh-Dick and number 9, Mary Parkash. Northern Ireland playing with libero Alice Cochrane. This is a repeat of Friday's game where Wales won 25-21. This is for the 5th and 6th playoff position here in the 2017 School Games competition, and we're about to get underway here with Rachel Daniels serving. The long pause there as the boys' introduction gets underway. Causing a little bit of a distraction there for the captain for Wales, looks like. Something we've seen over the course of this competition. The first serve on court 1 seems to have ends in an error. Charlie Moorhead now gets a chance to play the ball over. It's a free ball for Northern Ireland. Backcourt attack by Scott. Nice and controlled attack by the number 1 from Northern Ireland. Lisa Ionescu with the middle attack, quickly taken over on the second touch by Parkash. She's got a block on her this time. So Elisa plays that ball as a tip. Northern Ireland lose control of it. First point on the board for Wales. Setter Agata Kowalska coming to serve, a member of the Cardiff Celts Volleyball Club. Just moved into the National League squad. So a 3-person receive. She fires it deep down to centre to Cochrane. Just a push ball. Pushing for Anderson to go down the centre, which she does. Lisa Ionescu get a good kill, but good defence there by Sarah Scott. She attacks again, straight down the centre, straight into the arms of Scott, who puts the ball lovely into Smith, who then sets that left-handed shot of Amy Gale. I mentioned in the brief earlier, the reverse attack for Northern Ireland will be a crucial point to bring into the game with the left hand of Gale. Parkash, middle attacker, serving. That's almost a tennis-like serve. But very effective. Generally goes across court, as she does this time. Picks on Anderson. Elisa again this time. Taking the power out, the number 4. Varying her attacks around. This time finding the short gap over the block. Elisa was the go-to player for Wales in their victory. It has been over the tournament for Wales. Moorhead from the service line. Has a good, powerful serve on it. Moorhead with 9 points on serve in the previous game. But great vision by Rajelska. Rajelska just finding that gap over the block. Teams trading point for point here. Left-hand Gale serving. She fires that down the line. Katie Brandon taking the ball high in her hands and moving into position to get to the attack. She finds that attack just on the fingertips, but taking the power away. Scott, who's defended well so far in this first set, he wasn't able to pick that ball up as it ran out of power and dropped just over the block. Now the big serving, big hitting. Ionescu. The ball was tight on the net. Captain Daniels there, holding her hands up, waiting for that ball to approach. Really careful not to reach over that net. Wales now lead 5-4. High ball on the net for Anderson to challenge there. Similarities in the Welsh game with the Northern Irish game there. Really put the ball tight on the net, make it quite hard for the setters, especially with the big middle blockers that both teams have. Levels the game now at 5-all. Rajelska going for the shorts there, trying to go across the body. Setter Anderson will get the game back on the way here on the serve. 6-5. Again, she fires short. This one's a successful ace on Sarah Scott. A ball dropping over the 4 position, just in front of the referee. Just enough power to catch Sarah Scott out of position. 7-5. She goes for the short one again, but this one doesn't make the net. Saw a few errors in the game on serve. Really important to get the pressure on the serve. Can't just put an easy serve in. They've got to make them work, otherwise the ball's just going to hit back really quickly at them. Northern Ireland now chance to attack. Now it is with Scott. She finds a lovely line shot. Holds that ball across her body. Fires down the line. Anderson had stepped inside, only about a foot inside court, but that was enough for Scott to find the line. Taking this to a technical timeout. Here's with Northern Ireland on that final point there. So the lead has switched places 3 times here in this set so far. We're expected to be a close battle. It was a close one. Yes, on Saturday when they played before. Northern Ireland and Wales have been challenging the likes of Scotland West and Scotland East in this competition, pushing them all the way. Northern Ireland also challenging the England cadet team, taking the set off them and making them straight to 3. Northern Ireland looking to get revenge though. The only team to not win a game in the girls' competition.
First single timeout of the first set on both courts, and as you would expect, it's nice close to these 5th and 6th place playoffs.
The coaches now doing what they do best, giving the instructions, focusing the team again.
Who are just about on top on court 2 as well in the boys' competition.
Very warm here in the Sir Dave Wallace Sports Hall at Loughborough University. The tension also building up here. They know this is their final game. For some people, it's their final game of the 2017 school games. Sometimes some people are going to be too old next year to qualify. They want to go out on a high and finish with some great memories. So Kavanagh Dick serves. Doesn't get a full contact on it. You see the hand coming across. Not going through the ball correctly. So Katie Browning. She fires up. Katie Browning developing it from last year. Now a member of the National League squad down in Cardiff. Substitution replacing Mary Parkash. On comes number 8, Ellen Gilmore. And has a good record against Wales and against other teams here. They're very strong on the block. Gets up very high, got a good reach on her. Nice serve down the centre there for Browning. The set goes to the middle. Ellen Gilmore there gets her first attack. Doesn't jump, just make sure it's correct. Charlie Moorhead not able to get the attack, so now advantage to Northern Ireland with a left-hand shot of Amy Gale, but double contact called on the set there as a backcourt attack. The first one. Anna Smith called for a handling error. So the serve of Katie on the left-hand side of your screen now has a 2-point advantage for Wales, 10-8. Over on the second touch there, first time for Smith. Jonathan Workman getting worked up there on that set by Kowalska. Took a bit of a scream to get the referee to look and consider whether that was a double contact. It worked, and he got the point they needed. It wasn't a clean set from Agatha. So it's going to be the setter now back for Northern Ireland to serve. She fires the ball into the net. 3-point gap is restored. Remember, you can see all the games being streamed on here on court 2, the boys competition. Those games also are being streamed. These are all on the school games website, as are the results and all the stats. We've got our guys from volleystats.co.uk are here, so you can track on how these teams are doing and see the performances. These coaches have been using these stats all throughout the weekend. Another double contact there for Agatha Kowalska. Take that ball in front of her, not above her forehead where she needs to be, so her feet aren't getting in that position. I'm going to bring Ben Pipes over, who's one of our athlete mentors here. He wasn't aware of this, he just stood by the side of me here. Ben, welcome again to the school games. Now, the reason I pulled you over here is you alongside me as well are setters in the game. You were a little bit better than I was. I say a little bit, generally. We're seeing a lot about the referees and the handling calls, both on the court ball now and also double contact. From a setter point of view, especially a young setter, when that happens, what would you say to them from a mentoring point of view to help them consider what they do?
The first thing I would say is it's happened to me. It happened to me a lot of times. You just have to come back to you've done it 1,000 times. Things are going to go wrong and the referee is going to make decisions. You might disagree, you might agree with it, but you've got to move on and get back to your role, back to your task, which the players are trying to do. But yeah, as I stand here and we look down, and both of us know it's not nice, it's not a good feeling, but everybody does it. The best setters in the world do it. It's just one of those things.
So what would be some of the things that when you were taught to play years ago and going through there, what were some of the processes that went through your head because we talked there, we looked at Agatha, she was, her feet were back, her weight was back, her arms were in front. Anna again was behind her head there. What are some of the things that you could advise to people watching that, from a setting point of view, that you do as a mental, almost conversation in your head to think about that position?
Yeah, so I mean the key thing for me is that you have to be with the ball. So often in setting there's two ways you can cause the disruption. So we're trying to create breaks in the block of the other team. We're trying to give our spiker a one-on-one or a no-net situation. So to do that, often you're going to do that through having a really good solid base position. So you're going to do that through orientation, let's call it that. So I orientate myself with the ball, then I give a good set, which is then difficult for the other blockers to key in on. Or you work with the kind of disruption theory. If you see some of the best setters in the world, their bodies all over the place, they handle in different places, but that's because they're using a very strong kind of an experienced player to then distort their position with the ball to then create that break in the block. So with the youth players, I like to see the orientation kind of model, so orientate with the ball, in good balance, and then I take my set, I take my choice. As you progress and as you move on, it might be that player prefers the kind of disorientation, kind of like I handle it here, I handle it there, I jump and then I drop down and set, and then you can start to play with their own technique.
There's a big difference between the boys playing and the setters in the boys game and in the girls game, especially at the levels. I mean, we're looking up here, we've got Holly Bentley, for example, from the captain of England Juniors, a lovely pair of hands, nice high body. You're a very tall character as well. Is that really important, the height, from a setting perspective? Can you still be successful without being 6 foot etc. that you are?
So I'm of the belief the ball needs to go to a certain place at a certain time, and that is what is truly the mark of a good setter. So difference in height, difference in speed, some variation in technique. For me, when it boils down to it, they don't really matter. Your ability to run your unit, to run your team, to perform individually within that unit, but ultimately as a setter, put the ball where it needs to be, when it needs to be there. That is the key. So at this level, it could be that the setters are setting different athletes, so it might be that they can play fast, however that athlete doesn't require a fast ball, or they might require this position on the court. So there's a lot of variation for that setter to maximise their spikers. So I mean, it's a great thing for me to watch a high, aggressive setter, but I also get a lot of pleasure out of seeing a player that can really run their unit and they're really causing havoc for the other team on good decision making, and that's why we set in pairs in a team. You have two setters. There's a reason for that. You need those different kind of sharp tools in your box, in your arsenal, to win these matches.
So here we see Megan Evans just coming on for Katie Branner, so making her debut here in this 5th and 6th match. The Welsh girls extend the lead to 8 points. A good run of serves by Agata Kowalska, the number 2. As Ben's just talked about there, it's about the cohesion and training. Both these teams have been on their training camps. They've had scrimmage games against local clubs, local teams, as have all the others. And it's that time working together and find that relationship as well. So Ben, just finally before I let you run away and get away from the commentary section here, just give me your overview of the competition of the 2017 school games.
I think it's been one of our most competitive that I've been involved with. Every team, every year, they get better. Now I know that sounds like a cliche if you're watching at home, but it's true. The little details. The number 4 that we're watching for Wales at the minute, a small thing when the ball drifts over her shoulder when she spikes. Normally, I would expect an athlete to lean across to still try and hit it. She's making a move on the floor. She's establishing a really good position, and she's hitting a tight angle. It's a little nuance. However, it's a really high-level skill. So they're the little details that year on year I'm seeing increase. Of course, we see mistakes. Of course, we see kind of some of the usual maybe things, but the level across the board of all the athletes is improving. These little kind of 1%, these little details, and they're going to be able to pull them together at an earlier age than I ever did. This was not available to me. I was not this good when I was a kid. I don't even think I was playing when half of these guys were playing. So the future is bright, and it's bright because of the great people and the good talent and the good coaches and these fantastic events that we've got.
Ironically, we're here in Loughborough University, and across the wall it says where history begins. It's one of the big things Loughborough University are famous for, and actually for us, and being an Olympian that you are, this is where junior sports, not just volleyball, because there's a multi-sport event here with rugby sevens outside, the hockey, the cricket, etc., plus also the wheelchair, basketball, tennis. This is where it begins for these guys to experience. And just sum up your thoughts on how, from a young player's point of perspective, and like you said, you didn't have it when you were younger, to play in an environment like this, because it's not just your everyday sports hall that we mentioned in previous days as well, but to come into this whole environment as a camp for 4 days in this kind of spectacle that it is an arena here?
I mean, it's a fantastic opportunity, but ultimately it's got to be converted. So they have to leave here, they have to get back to training, they have to be infused, they have to want to learn more, do more, kind of be smarter maybe in their efforts. Not just I'm going to train more than anybody else, but I'm going to train smarter than anybody else. And then it's also for the coaches and the volunteers to see, and the parents and the carers. You get to come in and you see this massive kind of fantastic event, the clean court, as I always kind of describe it to the kids. It's an inspirational piece as well. We want to go from here and use this as fuel, like you said, to leave from these courts and leave from Loughborough and the work with the Sport Trust and go and make their own history. I would love to tell them it's going to be easy or it's going to be a straight road. It doesn't work like that. You need to pick your direction, and how you get there, you're not going to care about from the end. So I want them to leave here absolutely full of the joys of volleyball and full of the joys of being around all the people that are involved. And go and create history. These guys are going to pave a new path, a new way, and a new generation. And I just pray that they let me be a part of it, really. So, yeah, just amazing. Love it.
Wise and proud words there by our Olympian and athlete mentor, Ben Pipe there. Couldn't have said it better myself, really. And the work that he does also has been echoed by the rest of the mentors here and also across the board with everybody involved here, from friends, family to the volunteers, the officials and the players. Back with the action here is 22-14. Girls in red edging ahead, having some good solid play. This lady in the middle there, number 4, who Ben Pipes alluded to earlier, Elisa, really dominant at the net there. As you see, she has the attack, but also her awareness, her hands are up high, ready to go. And we have another substitution. Coming on to court now is Marla Broadway, number 9, comes on for the captain. It is going to be Elisa who's serving, who is going to be the on-court captain. 2 points required. There's a substitution again. Amy Gale leaves and Cara Telfer comes on as opposite for Northern Ireland. 2 points required for Wales to take this first set. They've been really, really strong at the net, but also the serving has vastly improved over the course of this weekend. As Ben was saying earlier, one of the crucial things is about going forward from here, not just leaving it at this. Put it into your court, put it into your club action, take in the sport forward, not just the sport but the other sports as well. And Wales found wanting there on the defence, a little bit flat-footed, weight on the back heels. Imogen Thompson for Northern Ireland now attacks from the service line, drops that ball short, gets slight confusion. Looked like they came off 4 touches. Jonathan Workman agreed, as did the first referee there on the first pass. It came between Laura Anderson and Elisa Ionescu, both touching it and then played another 2 shots. So 16-23. Thompson again, dropping that ball dead short again. Charlie Moorhead. And Sandra Stoll, the head coach, just assuring the team to move further forward. Their last 2 serves from Thompson have dropped really short. And the third one doesn't quite make the net. The Welsh defence had moved forward there to anticipate that short ball. Thompson leaves us, and Rajelska will come back on the court. It's 24-17. So set points now for Wales. Take advantage here in this 5th and 6th playoff match. Anderson serves, that ball drops short. Hands at the net, ready for Wales. But there's a big swing from Kavanagh Dick, goes to 1. Wales now with a free ball over. Opportunity for another attack. The ball's tight on the net there for Smith. Neither team wanting to take that attack on yet. Kavanagh Dick turns, but it is Marla Broadway with Kavanagh Dick on the net there. That is the Welsh middle who causes the infringement. 18-24. The referee just signaling the wrong way there. The ball is called as long. The linesman did signal the ball with the flag in. We're just waiting there on the decision by the first referee on the stand. It's his decision that this goes final. He decides the ball was long. It takes the set 25-18. There is still the game happening on the court number 2. Remember, do get in touch with us via social media, hashtag 2017SG. If you are watching online, who you're cheering, who you're supporting. We've got a big shout out from the head coach of Cardiff Celts Volleyball Club in the men's game, Steve Ham, cheering on both the Welsh teams. Apparently he's multitasking, watching on a laptop and a tablet as well. No doubt Steve will be watching later on as his son Tom Faulkner-Ham plays for the England juniors as they go for gold here in the Sir David Wallace Centre. We're just going to have a minute before we get the second set underway, so we'll be back with you very shortly. So back here with the second set in the girls' game. Remember, this is the 5th and 6th playoff match. We have on court 1 coming next. We have the England junior girls against the England cadet girls in the gold medal match. And on court 2 will be the Scotland East against Scotland West. So following on this, it then goes gold medal match on court 1 for the girls and then the boys later on. To wait the two teams to make their way back on and see if any changes happen on the lineups. Can Wales continue the run here they had in this game so far? Or will Northern Ireland push them to a third set? The Northern Ireland team and Wales team on both courts currently in the 5th and 6th place. Really improving their standards here in the game, as Ben mentioned earlier. He highlighted on a couple of players, but across the board here, the pool of numbers they're selecting from, the coaches for both teams and both the girls and the boys competition have worked tirelessly hard on the cams through the training to get them to this stage here as we get back with the action. Workman and Stoll, coaches of Northern Ireland and Wales respectively, have done their job. It's now down to the 12 members of the squad on court to take this game through.
And again, at the first final match, the Northern Ireland boys 1 set to the women, 25-18 in the first.
Straight into the action there. Scott serving the big wing attack for Northern Ireland. And Rachel Daniels, this time the captain, opens her arm up, swings across the ball to 1. That's the first point. The captain now goes back to serve. Nice to see the arm swinging for Rachel Daniels there. She's used the ball well, dropping the ball across on the tips and then finds that gap to the corner. Can't quite replicate the same with the serve. Come across the ball. Mary Parker-Ash with that tennis-like serve. Messages flooding in fast on all forms of communication and devices here now. in the Sir Dave Wallace Sports Hall. Remember, use the hashtag 2017SG on Twitter or get in contact any way you know how. More people back in Wales getting in touch, watching. Miss Webb, no doubt, sitting at home watching proudly, multitasking, improving her technology skills as she views both the Welsh girls and the Welsh boys playing. So Dawn Webb, one of the members of the Cadets Volleyball Club as well, so plays with a couple of the younger girls in the red shirts. Dropping messages in, also cheering on the boys. Back into Kowalska, this time Susan to go over on 2. Lovely hands by Alice Cocker and the libero there to get the attack out wide for Smith. But Elisa Ionescu switches the play this time to the 5 angle across and just finds that line. Substitution, we lose Amy Gale from the court for the time being, and on comes Cara Telfer as Charlie Moorhead serves. Fundamental to the first set score for the Welsh girls here. Almost serving. She goes straight into the arms of Scott now. Kavanagh Dick using her height to the advantage there. Great vision. And you'll be watching that, as mentioned by Ben Pipes earlier. It's not just about the swing, it's about thinking about the game, the court management, seeing the gap on the right-hand side and just pushing the ball across. Rajelska now on the service line. Clips the tape. Catches Agatha and Charlie Moorhead out of position slightly. And that ties the score here at 4-all. Northern Ireland looking to get the grip of the second set to take it to a decider for a 5th and 6th place match. Ionescu again, this time goes down the centre. Rajelska taking that ball high to her shoulder. And it is the big number 4 now back to serve for Wales. Member of Team South Wales, represented at Super 8 level. And with a serve like that, you can see why it's an ace serve for the number 4. Wales lead by 2. This time, a little wayward pass by the Northern Ireland girls means Elisa will go back to the service line with a little bit of a comfort blanket of 3 points for the Welsh girls. But Northern Ireland have come back from this already in the first set. Kavanagh Dick this time, getting the hands around the ball, goes to 1. Anderson with a lovely set down for Rachel Daniels, but a great block by Kavanagh Dick. Wales recoup and go again. Rachel Daniels again, find the hands of Kavanagh Dick. The big number 12 blocking really well for Northern Ireland here. Blocking out and snubbing out, and again, the 3rd touch on that block by Kavanagh Dick. Twinkle toes by Smith, just keeping herself inside her court. Scrappy play, but it's keeping that ball alive. Now an opportunity. Kavanagh Dick's going to take the ball from behind her. It's going to be Daniels against Kavanagh Dick again. This time, Megan Evans playing through 4 now. First attack for Sarah Scott in this rally. And the battle of Kavanagh Dick and Daniels goes the way of Northern Ireland. Kavanagh Dick taking a couple of big breaths there. The middle having to work extra hard at the net and dropping off. 4 attacks in that rally, just solely down the middle, and also blocking for the captain of Northern Ireland. She composes herself, finds the time to get that good pressure serve in. Wales have the chance, but it's going to be a free ball played over. It's gone deep. Rajelska puts it into Smith. Smith attacks down the centre now to Parkesh. Parkesh goes across the 1 position. Rachel Daniels playing that ball from behind her. And the defence was falling down towards the 3-metre line, just pumping the ball straight over. Wales were not expecting that quick ball back. As I said, quick as a flash. It's back to 1 point difference. It's 6-7. So Wales side out there with the score 8-6.
Second set on court 1.
A lot of Irish support at home watching online, as are the Welsh, as mentioned earlier, here on both courts. It's great to see there's so many people watching online. We've got the game on court 2 being streamed, and obviously games all on court 1 here are streamed with commentary from myself, Mark Perkins, and Rob Hayes. So 2 points the difference here. The sport definitely inspiring all ages. We've seen lots of people coming down here with tickets, viewing. Had the youngest spectator at any school games event here. The last 3 days, he's made his appearances. Young Archie. Might be slightly biased, but Archie has made his appearance here for 3 days running. He will down later on. And is listening and watching from home with his mum Yvonne. We look forward to seeing baby Archie later on. About the action, it's 8-6. Anderson dropping that ball short. Getting the topspin on it, but not getting enough height and power to push that ball over the net. Swing down the left-hand side for Northern Ireland, goes wide. Workman will want to keep his team as close as they can to the Welsh girls here. They had a run, the Welsh team had a run in the first set that gave them that extension on the service from Kowalska and Moorhead. Workman will be working hard to make sure that they get this side-out volleyball going. Keep in touch with them. While it's just a couple of points, they've still got every opportunity possible. Rajelska there, going in with a backcourt attack. Now Rachel Daniels finally gets a swing through 1. She's still watching the ball coming over her shoulder. Ben Pipes mentioned earlier about that vision, about being able to watch that ball step back into attack. Rachel Daniels' flexibility paying dividends there, able to track the ball coming over her shoulder, and then gets a swing across and down to 1 to take the point. It is now 10-7. Megan a little bit excited there on the serve. Hasn't blown the whistle yet, the referee. We're just checking on the score table, make sure everything was correct. Welsh girls all dropping off there, seeing the free ball. Moorhead calling it. And that ball being tipped over second time by Kowalska. Now Northern Ireland attack with Telfer. Just fires it long. Nearly got the fingers of the setter for Wales. Crowd starting to build here in Loughborough University. Getting ready for the gold medal matches. A hitting error by Gilmore this time. She had a free net. Didn't get quite the contact on it. Found the tape. And Jonathan Workman calls for a timeout. His team have dropped down to a 5-point gap. Now, what can the coach from Northern Ireland say to his team to turn this around? Just talking about the first pass. Getting that position, giving the setter the option. At the time, it's been very tight to the net, making it harder for the setter to be able to distribute the ball well and run any kind of offense. The middles have worked really well for Northern Ireland. Scotland slightly quieter here in this second set, not given the opportunity through 4 and backcourt. But Rajelska and Scott. So with the backcourt option here as a set, there's 3 attacking options for Northern Ireland. How can they distribute this ball on this first ball in? It's just going to be another free ball over there as the first pass went to the right-hand side. Wales then go with the option of Rachel Daniels in the middle. It's a good, strong hit, but just clipping the net there. Gilmore. Amy Gale is going to come back on for Cara Telfer. The left hand opposite makes the way back. Currently in position 4, so we'll have a left hand attack through 4, with Sarah Scott attacking through 2 for the first transition. Again, serving well for Wales. Now the options, great ball in. 3 options, there it is. Sarah Scott with the attack through 2. They've held that position. Ionescu goes in the backcourt attack. Nice high action, but just drifts long. Now, Scott on the service line. Great ace serve. The left-hand side of Megan Evans. They're going to have to shift that body around, get the arms behind the ball. Sarah Scott, one of the strongest servers for Northern Ireland. Big, powerful, strong character as well. A little bit too strong that time. 14-9. Rachel Daniels, captain for Wales, taking the serve. Ball drifts over. Agatha over onto the setter for Wales. This time distributes the ball out wide, not very deep, making it hard for Charlie Moorhead. With a pass over on the first touch by Anna Smith, the setter, drifts into danger zone of Elisa, the number 4. Again, another tight pass from Alice Cochran coming straight over, giving Wales the opportunity. But the set goes wide by Kowalska. Now a chance for Northern Ireland. The left-handed Gale, here it comes. Takes the setter out of play. Anderson deputises on that rally for setting duties as backcourt setter. And Rajelska goes down the line for Northern Ireland. Making Wales pay for not getting the attack in. Rajelska with a lovely swing down the line. Need to see more of that from Rajelska and Scott. Gilmore serving with a team 5 down, 15-10. Ionescu down the centre, this time to the right-hand side. Good pick-up by Northern Ireland. It's going to be another free ball for Wales. Out wide, Charlie Moorhead holding a position on the attack. Finds the hands of Kavanagh Dick, who got the position right there. Just not quite enough power on the block. It just drifts off the finger to the left-hand side. Takes him to technical timeout. Wales leading by 6 points here, 16-10 in the second set, and leading by 1-0.
Court 1, Wales girls 16-10 up against Northern Ireland girls. And on court 2 at the moment. During this timeout, it's Northern Ireland boys leading Wales boys by 12 points to 8.
30 seconds left in the technical timeout. The tension building in this sports hall. So the players are about to make their way back on court. Northern Ireland primed, ready to go. Big cheers from the bench of Northern Ireland. We have a substitution. Tess Moorhead is going to make way. Sorry, Tess Moorhead is going to come on and make way. It's with Agatha Kowalska. So the sisters on court now. Number 12 and number 3, the Moorheads. Their time to shine. Proud parents watching on. As Tess fires that serve over. Goes out wide. Maybe the contact called there by the referee. The Wales chase down. Megan Evans finding that ball behind the baseline, not able to get enough on it. Left hand Gale to serve. Northern Ireland need a run of serves now. Could be Gale. She turns onto Anderson. Moorhead with the bump pass. There, into the middle. A rare mistake by the big number 4 for Wales. Is this the run of serves that Northern Ireland need? Watched on eagerly by the Green Army of Northern Ireland supporters. And the Northern Ireland referees in the grandstand watching on. Cameron Dick getting that standing hit. Now the opportunity for Charlie Moorhead. It's picked up well by Northern Ireland. The left hand of Gale with a backcourt attack. Given options now. Moore goes to the dig over the net. It's too tight to attack. But trying to push it to the corner. Good pressure now being exerted by the girls in white and black. And another great serve, causing trouble. The receiving team of Wales being put under pressure here as another ace serve for Gale. Forces head coach Sandra Stoll for a call for a timeout. The noise erupts here as Northern Ireland know how important this run of serves is. Just talked about it. 3 massive points for Northern Ireland on the Gale serve. 1 point down now.
Now in the second set, 16-15 in favour of Wales girls. We're into the second technical timeout on court 2. It's Northern Ireland boys 1 set up and leading 16-11 in the second.
So Sandra talking to the receivers. How do they combat? What changes do they make to this big, powerful left hand serve of Gale? Gale moves to the middle of the court. Slight change to the previous couple of serves. Steps forward. Right. Back. Left arm through the ball. It's there with a tip by Ionescu. It wasn't the best point that Wales were looking for, but they'll take it. Big sister now, Charlie Moorhead. Of the 2, goes back to serve. 17-15. Got a big, strong serve on it. Now it's a big backcourt attack by Scott. The defence very static for Wales there, but they managed to pick it up. Opportunity now for Northern Ireland to attack. They go out wide. Rajelska looks to shape down the line, which she does well, but hustled back by Wales. Now opportunity. His ball is tight. Smith tight at the net there, get a hand under the ball, somehow managed to pluck it across. One point in it now, 16-17. Almost standing room only here on court number 1. Spectators making their way in, as well as family and friends and officials here in the grandstands. As we near the end of this second set with an ace serve to the right-hand side of the libero, Alex Cochrane. When called upon, Ionescu has delivered in this game, and she's delivering again now from the service line. Same impact as what Gale's just had. Got the lead back to 3 points now. Wales have a chance to attack after that free ball from candidate. Rachel Daniels swinging, finds the hand straight of the captain, Northern Ireland. And then Cochrane tries to play that ball overhand, but finds the tape. Good work by Daniels at the net, good work by the middle on backcourt duty. As Lisa Ionescu serves again. Picking on the libero this time, the ball tight at the bottom of the net. Smith doing well there to wait for that ball to come off the net before challenging it. The ball will bounce off slightly off the bottom of this tape. People tend to try and reach into that ball too quickly. Here, waiting for that ball, couldn't quite get underneath it enough. Ball bounced off very, very quickly. But is that 5 point that's been built up again? Pressure serves early on by Gale from Northern Ireland. That's been muted out by the big number 4 for Wales, Team South Wales member. So Workman's second time out. He's had his 2 timeouts. They've had their technical timeouts. It's now down to the girls on court and any changes that Jonathan will make to help turn this game around. Will we see a third set in this 5th and 6th playoff match in the girls volleyball competition of the 2017 school games? Ionescu goes to serve, goes into Rajelska now. It's a middle attack for Kavanagh Dick. She has options. She takes the short option. It's going to be a battle again between Kavanagh Dick and Rachel Daniels. Rachel doesn't take the battle on, but she goes over the block, which finds a gap. Diving, despairing arm by Northern Ireland. 3 points now required for Wales. On comes Anna Stevens from Swansea for captain Rachel Daniels. Serve goes deep for Libro. It's going to be a free ball over. The attackers drop off for Wales. The ball goes over. Second ball by Anderson. Now it's a backward tap by Rajelska. Good defense by Tess Moorhead. Anna Stevens goes for the tip. Again, she's got a big block of Lucy Kavanagh Dick. Lucy Kavanagh then gets the attack. She goes across. The block from Stevens was to the right-hand side. Kavanagh went to the left. Megan Evans leaves the court and back on comes Katie Browning. Three points still required for Wales. Northern Ireland with their captain on the service line needs these pressure serves to come in. She's got a big strong arm on her, as we see there. That serve coming straight over, but Northern Ireland can't react quick enough. That ball drops short. Kavanagh was still getting into position and the ball goes over. Wales 2 now to take the game. Anderson on the service line. There's a short ball inside the 3-metre line. It's going to go out wide to Scott. Now we need to see that big swim from Scott, and we do see it, but Wales chase it down. Elisa still running well, playing that ball. Great work by Northern Ireland. Good fighting spirit here. Anna Smith is being substituted. Kerry Stoops is now coming on. Has played libero over this competition as well as setter. So it's with Kerry Stoops coming on to serve, the number 6. And it's a great serve down the line. Anderson with a audacious reverse shot there. Katie Browning not quite in position for the 2 attack. Now she's back then, familiar territory, but Elisa Ionescu takes that attack because it was behind the 3-metre line. Scott then attacks for Northern Ireland, but too much on it. She had to force the issue. Has to force the play for Northern Ireland. Kerry Stoops substituted for Anna Smith. Katie Browning serving for the game here. Took the first set 25-18. It is 24-18 now. Will we see a match-for-match set score and a 2-0 victory for Wales? There's a delay now. As the crowd, both Wales and Northern Ireland, making noise here. Browning with a familiar serving routine process. Fires that ball in. It's now a chance for Gilmore. Gilmore works, but it is blocked out by Anna Stevens on match point. Stevens gets the block and the kill. 25-18, 25-18, and by 2-0, finishing 5th in the school games. They are the girls in red and black from Wales. What a game that was on court 1. Both teams giving it absolutely everything. The coaches making changes, forcing the issue with both teams to really attack. Commiserations, but congratulations to Northern Ireland. The way they've conducted themselves here in the school games has been exemplary. A credit to their coach, Jonathan Workman, and to the Northern Ireland Volleyball Federation. Wales with their second victory against Northern Ireland. Congratulations to the girls in red and black. The support and the teamwork there of head coach Sandra Stoll, Jack Ullman, Hannah Marie Keffel, the Welsh crowd here and those watching at home. Smiles all around as the Welsh Dragon roars here on court number 1. Big, big smiles, high fives all around for these Welsh girls. The official photographer is going to be taking a quick picture of the teams there as Northern Ireland make their way to see their spectators and their fans. Tears in the eyes of the girls in the white shirts. They gave it everything they could in this game. It's a game of fine margins, as our athlete mentor Ben Pipes has told us over this course of the game. Lucy Cavalier-Dick smiling, but with tears rolling down her face there. She performed admirably as captain for Northern Ireland, held herself so high. As she leaves the arena, we are left with a view of the girls in red, making their way to have a picture. The Welsh flags adorn them. Congratulations to Rachel Daniels, captain of Wales, and the rest of the girls. Second victory here in the 2017 competition. The big, big smiles of joy, much sought after. Sandra Stoll said at the start at the season that this was the strongest they'd had. They've been over in camps in Germany at the National Centre of Sport in Wales, in Cardiff. Working hard here. We say goodbye to many of the Welsh girls in the school games competition, but we'll be back very shortly for the next game coming in the girls. Well done, ladies.
Number 4, Reading Knights. Number 7, Taya Mosman. Number 9, Lauren Short. Number 10, Jessica Tasker. And Libero in the white shirt wearing number 11, Abby Hogan. Your head coach for the England Junior Girls, the one and only Freddie Fedder.
Well, good morning. It's Sunday morning, but it's certainly not a lazy one here at the Sir David Wallace Sports Hall. We are into the medal matches at the 2017 School Games Volleyball competition. This stream focusing solely on the destination of gold, and it's England Juniors versus England Cadets. The bronze medal match happening on court 2, Scotland East versus Scotland West. You can watch that live stream as well if you go back to the homepage of the School Games website. The atmosphere is electric here in the Sir David Wallace Sports Hall. The players are properly up for this. Not only is it a gold medal match, but it's England versus England. It's cadets versus juniors. Let's play volleyball is the call. Here we go. England juniors getting this final underway with Holly Bentley, the captain, to serve first. On the tip there from the England Cadets captain, Georgia McGovern, gets them their first point on the board. Spotted a gap right in the middle of England juniors' frontline defence. And McGovern applies the pressure with a superb serve as well. Ideal start for the Cadets, who lost 2-1 to the juniors in the group stages yesterday. And good hitting down the line this time from Niamh Davies. 3-0. An early joy for the England Cadets attack. Great serve again from McGovern. That's two they've not been able to get back. But juniors are on the board now. Remy Knight finding a way off the Cadets block. Knight starts right at the back of the court for the long run up and jump serve, and it's not able to pick up by the libero Charlotte Wittram. Two from two for Remy Knight. Just long from Lauren Short from outside. And the ball back in hand now for England Cadets. And then number 5, Niamh Davies. Service error from her though. And juniors, after finding themselves 4 points down at the early stages, have levelled up at 5 each. Rhea Hakin serving now. Cadets use the reverse set out to the left-hander Blight. Juniors smuggle it back over. This time they'll go to the other side, the Cadets, and find Lauren Cadwam, who finds the clean kill. And it's back with Bethan Appleton-Jones now serving for Cadets. Down the line it goes, short just about. Does enough to put it in an area where a teammate can gather around her. A bit of a clash between the Cadets. Cadets looking for the left-hander Blight, but it was shut out by Tasker and Short in the juniors block. Huge block. Runs surges of adrenaline through when you win a point like that. Great serve by Mossman. right between two Cadets players who between them couldn't do anything about it. It was flying. Another one of those from Mossman would take juniors into the first technical timeout in the lead. But she didn't need one. Rotation error within the Cadets. Called by the second referee, Stephen Smith. And that takes us into the first technical timeout with England juniors leading England Cadets by 8 points to 6 in the gold medal match. On court 2 in the bronze medal match, it's Scotland East leading Scotland West by 8 points to 4. But I think we've seen enough in these opening 14 points here on court 1 to suggest that this is going to be an almighty battle between the two England teams. The drums are sounding in the Sir David Wallace Sports Hall. Taya Mossman serving with England juniors 2 points in front. Free ball for juniors. Bentley sets it short through the middle for Tasker. And Whitram just pushed it out of the reach unwittingly of Neve Davis. Juniors through Taya Mossman, applying some pressure here. Better pass this time from the Cadets, and that will do nicely. Cadwan off the side of the juniors block. Blight floats a deep, deep serve. Juniors have gathered it and constructed a good enough point, but then Cadets can't pick up the second ball between McGovern and Whitram. Lawrence Short, one of the England juniors' star hitters. Oh, great serve. So low, just cleared the net, but then Leah Blight swings left-handed cross court from opposite. That is exactly what she can do. Trading blows, the two England teams. Cadwan goes too deep with the serve. Tall, rangy figure of Jessica Tasker. Good serve, decent pass though from Whitram. Holly Bentley hitting for a change for the juniors. But nothing changes with the left arm of Leah Blight at the moment. 2 kills in quick succession for her. And a great serve from Katie Keefe. Moving all over the place. Remy Knight couldn't readjust. Just a point in it now at 10-11. Another one that dips ferociously. Knight looking to make up for that error on service reception last time, and Bentley trying something clever over her head. She tried it again this time, but pushes it straight into the net, and it's 11 each. You will see that from Holly Bentley. She likes to change things up, likes to keep things interesting, keep the opposition guessing. Sets the deep attack this time from short, comes straight back from the Cadets. Now they go out wide for Knight, and it doesn't come back this time. Served by Bentley. Wittram steps in to receive it. Davies thwarted by the juniors. She'll have another go, Neve Davies. It comes down off the juniors' block, but on the juniors' side. 12 apiece. And it's yet another ace serve for Georgia McGovern. I'll make that 3 already in this first set. Wittram passes high for Davies to swing, and Davies swings accurately. And a timeout called by the England Juniors head coach Freddie Fairbairn. This is a fascinating tussle between two very strong teams. It took us all the way to 3 sets in their group stage match, and there was not an awful lot in it. Juniors won it 2-1, 25-19, 22-25, 15-11. Reminder, wherever you're watching around the world, you can get in contact and join the conversation on social media, hashtag 2017SG. We've had a tweet from Ashfield Vipers, who are here in the Sir David Wallace Sports Hall, saying good luck to Maddie representing England Juniors in the final of the school games. That's Maddie Wood, the England Juniors libero. They have 2 liberos, Abby Hogan currently in the fray for juniors. And it's another terrific serve from Georgia McGovern that takes us into the second technical timeout. With England Cadets having turned things around. They've won 10 of the last 14 points. Trailed 6-8 at the first technical. We're into the second with them 16-12 in front. Thanks mainly to Georgia McGovern, who is piling on the pressure right from the very first exchange from the service line. Had a tweet in as well on the hashtag 2017SG from St Thomas More School in Nuneaton, saying a big thank you to Ben Pipes, our athlete mentor at the Volleyball for 2017, for engaging with the young officials at this year's school games. Ben Pipes replying saying, thank you for all of your hard work and commitment, and that sentiment is echoed by everybody involved here in the volleyball competition at the school games. The young officials had to learn quickly, make some big calls, but they've been brilliant. Talking of being brilliant, Leah Blight, I make that 3 that she's put straight back down onto the ground. such a good weapon to have from opposite. The left-hander, and McGovern just keeps on producing serve after serve, and Remy Knight can't handle it. 6-point lead in the first set here at 18-12 for England Cadets. This time Hogan, the libero, steps in to service reception. And a fairly innocuous looking return. It's not dealt with by the Cadets. And juniors finally got Georgia McGovern off of serve. And it was Remy Knight who was the recipient of a lot of those from McGovern. It's her time now to see what pressure she can apply back. Really good pass. The set maybe too tight to the net, but Davies managed to smuggle it over, did she? She did. Juniors were appealing, but didn't get it. Neve Davis back to serve at 19-13. It was a deep one from Davies. And Hogan backpedaling. Couldn't get underneath it. And this is a very strong start to this gold medal match for England Cadets. Davies trying to go long again, too long this time. Great serve from Rhea Hakim. Dipped just over the net. This time she didn't quite get over it, and it floats away out to the back of the court. Bethan Appleton-Jones now with the ball in hand for England Cadets. Cross-court serve, Hogan keeps it alive, avoids one of the young officials we were just talking about. Neat footwork to get out of the way, but Leah Blight again finding joy cross-court into the back corner. And England juniors forced to call another timeout. They trail by 7 points in this first set. Score update over on court 2. Scotland East leading Scotland West 17-13 in the bronze medal match. Live stream of that game available. England Cadets 3 points away from taking the first set and making a real statement. Appleton-Jones serves just long. Remy Knight watched it all the way. Made the decision to leave it. Taya Mossman now for juniors. Was picked up from a seated position by Davies, but it's enough. Juniors in a tangle, too tight to the net. And the left hand of Leah Blight has been an almighty weapon for the Cadets so far. They're 2 points away from first set victory. That's a huge serve as well. Really well dealt with by juniors, but it's a free ball here for Cadets. What can they build? Stepping across to make the attack, Katie Keefe to hand set point to Cadets. Looked for a second as if that set was meant for Blight. Keefe stepped in and took control. Another big jump serve from Blight. Another error on service reception from Remy Knight, and one set point was all they needed. That is an imperious first set display from the England Cadets. They take it 25-16. Great start to this gold medal match for the girls in white and black. Led mainly by the captain, Georgia McGovern's excellent service. I've tallied up 5 aces for her in that first set. 4 clean kills and a number of other key points scored by Leah Blight, wearing 9 as well. Do know how to score plenty of points, England Cadets. They had the best points difference in the group stage of plus 71. Of course, they finished second in the group standings behind England Juniors, having lost 2-1 to them in their group stage game. But the only 2 sets that they lost, England Cadets, were to England Juniors, so we always knew that this was going to be a close one. Lots of mutterings and murmurings of 3-setter to come. There's only one way we're going to find out. On court 2, Scotland East leading Scotland West 21-15. That's in a battle between the 2 Scottish sides for the bronze medal at the 2017 School Games. Both teams are well represented by supporters in the crowd, friends and family, drums, other percussion instruments. I did learn the name of one of them the other day, but I can't for the life of me remember. Like a giant maraca that apparently has been made out of a dried root vegetable, something like a butternut squash. It's got beads on the outside of it. Somebody on the back row with a couple of bongos as well. Always fascinating to see what instruments people have brought to the volleyball. Rowdy bunch, make plenty of noise. It's the Cadets fans that are cheering the loudest, singing their songs at the moment, coached by former Team GB libero Maria Batelli, a former athlete mentor here at the School Games. She had that role last year, in a coaching role at England Cadets this year, and it's her cadet side that are 1 set up in the gold medal match. Just a small delay before we start the second set. It's the Cadets captain, Georgia McGovern, with 5 ace serves in the first set. Good reach over the net from Holly Bentley to make sure that one didn't come back. She's just got such a strong all-round game, the juniors captain. Real leader through the way that she plays. Smuggled through the juniors block by number 2, Bethan Appleton-Jones. Cue the rowdy Cadets fans. Davies' serve. Hogan couldn't quite take the sting out of it. First set done on court 2 in the bronze medal match. Scotland East 25, Scotland West 16. So Scotland East with one hand on a bronze medal over on court 2. Davies again asking questions with that serve. Mossman just about managed to reach it but couldn't keep it in. Davies' serve gets a flick off the top of the net. All juniors can do to push it straight back. Again, they do so through Hekin. Cadets go out wide. And it's good enough from Lauren Cadwam. Picking up where they left off, the Cadets. Carrying plenty of confidence, and so they should after that first set performance. Davies sends the serve deep. Aiken just tries to be clever with it. Now Cadets try and get the left arm of Blight involved. Not always needing full power. Wide the serve goes from Niamh Davies. Ball back in England juniors' hands now with Remy Knight. Plenty of pace behind the Knight serve. There's an infringement at the net by the juniors. Hands the point to Cadets, hands the ball back to them. Bethan Appleton-Jones now. Timeout called by England juniors. And they just can't quite find a way to disrupt the rhythm and the intensity with which England Cadets have approached this final. Make no mistake, they are up for this, and they have a terrific motivator and confidence booster in the form of Maria Bertelli, their head coach. Always so enthusiastic, always so positive. And it's, in this instance, about making sure that her England Cadets maintain their level of confidence and performance. Appleton-Jones serving at 6-2. Taya Mossman attacking from deep. Skews, I think, a bit off the net and a bit off the Cadets block as well. Doesn't matter at this stage really for juniors as long as it hits the floor. Well, readjusted Katie Keefe there to put that back with a bit of pace, and then between her and the net prevent Jessica Tasker Blight with that big left arm swing. Bit of a fumble at the net from Cadets, but they forced it back. Juniors thwarted once again. And we're into the first technical timeout of the second set. It is all going England Cadets' way at the moment. They lead by 8 points to 3 and they're already one set up.
Ringing in the ears of the girls in red. Can they get back into this game?
First point after the first technical timeout of the second set goes the way of England juniors. It's Lily Gellard back to serve for the girls in red. Free ball then, and it's attacked by the captain Bentley. And then Cadawan slams it against Tasker. And it's Neve Davies this time. It doesn't really matter at this moment who Cadets feed the ball to. They've got Cadawan, they've got Davies, they've got Blight. Cadawan's serve just about fielded. 2 goes at it for Abby Hogan. Davies tips it over the juniors block, but just wide. Only just. Good idea. Oh, that's excellent. That's superb from the Cadets captain, Georgia McGovern. To have the awareness and ability to take that kind of shot on. Great service from Katie Keefe. Pressure from the Cadets just keeps on coming, and England juniors are feeling the pressure. Timeout called by Freddie Fairbairn. 7 points adrift and already a set down. This has been some display from the Cadets. Question is, can they maintain it? The question is, can the juniors rediscover the form that helped them finish top of the group table over the first 3 days of competition. Superb entertainment on a Sunday morning here at the Sir David Wallace Sports Hall at the 2017 School Games. Hashtag 2017SG if you want to send your messages of support on social media if you can't be here with us. We thank you for watching the live stream. We hope you're enjoying this as much as we are here in the venue. Tasker's serve comes off the top of the fingertips of Neve Davies. Along it goes. The Cadets were calling out, but Blight decided she didn't want to take any chances. Free ball for juniors. They're getting Bentley hitting at the moment, and cross court she hits long. She's a very, very accomplished beach player, Holly Bentley, alongside Ellie Austin usually. So obviously on the beach, have to be a very strong all-rounder. Remy Knight, shut out by the Cadets block of Bethan Appleton-Jones and Leah Blight. Juniors coaches Freddie Fairbairn and Richard James deep in conversation on their bench. There is just no stopping the Cadets. It's another ace serve for Georgia McGovern. Juniors switch libero, Hogan out for Maddie Wood rather. And Wood is involved right from the get-go. It's a good pass from her. Wittram is equal to Bentley. And the Juniors block strong, but it fires back out the back of the Cadets court. So we're into the second technical timeout in the second set. It's 16-7 to England Cadets. They won the first section of this second set, if you like, 8-3. The middle section between the first and second technical timeouts. They've won that mini set, if you like, 8-4.
And here in the Battle of Scotland, we're going to go with East and West. So make some noise, those cheering on from West. East, West, East. Let's go his hands, clapping those feet, stomping. Welcome the girls onto court.
Real strong team performance so far from England Cadets. Their skipper, Georgia McGovern, serving now at 16-7. Oh, that's caught the line. That's yet another ace serve for McGovern. The juniors, libero and Maddie Wood, ducked out the way. But you have to be sure. Bentley receives that McGovern serve. But that must have just feathered the antenna. That's all it takes. It's another point to the Cadets. Change for juniors. Amy Lane out. Lauren Short reintroduced. No chances taken this time by Maddie Wood. She keeps it alive. Pass for Bentley wasn't great, but she did manage to put it back in. Blight gets a flick off the top of the block, just took the sting out of it. Lauren Short couldn't reach it. Couldn't react in time. Cadets are powering towards the winning line. This time McGovern's serve dipped. Juniors dealt with it. Davies swings long. Change for the Cadets. Cadwan replaced by Tucker. Can Bentley, the juniors captain, drag them back into this with some decent service pressure? That's a super start. Whitram made contact, but nowhere near a teammate. Couldn't rally round in time. Oh, it's brilliant from Bentley. It's exactly what England juniors need from their captain right now. 9 points still the difference. And the experience of the Cadets coach Maria Batelli leads her to call a timeout. Cadets still 19-10 in front, but Bentley was slamming in two very, very good serves and was readying the third. Batelli just using her guile that got her to the top of the game, just to try and disrupt a bit of Bentley's rhythm. As soon as Bentley struck that second ace serve in a row, she was already turning to get the ball ready for a third. She's just got to refocus now. Can she deliver another one? This time Davis is more than equal to it. It's Cadets who are scrambling in this point. Can juniors make it count? They use Knight on the outside. Good work from Tucker. Blight hitting from opposite now. Different problem for Cadets. And then just slapped into the net by the captain, Georgia McGovern. A rare mistake from her. And you get the feeling that if juniors can get a couple more points off the back of the Holly Bentley serve, all of a sudden, the odd question mark, the odd doubt might start to creep back into the Cadets' minds. Momentum is a funny old thing, and it has such an impact in volleyball. Set very wide for Davis, who did well to get around it. Set too wide on the opposite side for Remy Knight. She couldn't do anything to get it back in play. Cadets just 5 points short of school games glory. Service error from Davies though. Long goes the serve. Another point on the board for the Cadets, who make a change as Bethan Appleton-Jones is replaced by Molly Saunders. Saunders assumes service duty. Goes outside for Lauren Short, who makes it count. And juniors are hanging on in there. Serve from Ria Hekim. Well readjusted there from Keefe, doing whatever she could to get it back. But Lauren Short's having a bit of joy out wide for juniors. Cadets go back to their trusted weapon of Leah Blight. And she continues to deliver. She comes back to serve with Cadets needing just 3 more points. That is brilliant once again from Leah Blight. Ace serve, juniors can't get it back. 2 points away. We expected this to be closer. We were talking about a 3-setter, but Leah Blight rattles off 2 ace serves in a row. It is match point. It is championship point for England Cadets. I'll tell you what, a hat-trick of ace serves wouldn't be a bad way to finish this off, would it, Leah Blight? And there it is, first time of asking, and they win it, the second set, by 10 points. That is some performance from the England Cadets. They have blown England juniors away. Look what it means to them. Huge celebrations for England Cadets. They win the 2017 School Games final, 25-16, 25-15. And they thoroughly deserve that. Such a strong performance from the Cadets. Juniors led at the first technical time out of the first set, 8-6. That's how close we expected it to be throughout, but the Cadets grew into the first set to the point where they won it 25-16. And then they started, continued, and finished off the second set with equal strength. Off the back of Georgia McGovern, nailing at least 7 ace serves. And the left arm of Leah Blight, the focal point of the attack. Neve Davies and Katie Keefe contributed from an attacking sense as well. But it was a superior team performance for England Cadets. They were far superior on the day, and later on today they will pick up the gold medals. They are the 2017 School Games champions, England Cadets. And I believe that the host here in the venue, Andy Sixsmith, is going to try and grab a word or two with 1 or 2 of the England Cadets camp. So stay tuned for that. Meanwhile, over on court 2, Scotland East are in control of the bronze medal match, leading by 1-0 and by 19 points to 14. You can watch that on the live stream right now. England Cadets celebrating, having their team photo, and we'll be hearing from them shortly.
They are the boys medal match.
Scotland West head coach is Tom Rooney.
Good afternoon and welcome to your gold medal match. We are now going to do the quick introductions. Hand you over to Rob Hayes here on court 1.
All in blue, Scotland East captain by number 1, Logan Darling. Let's meet his team. Number 3, Fraser Glass. Number 5, Aaron Leach. Number 7, Harris Ritchie. Number 11, Henry Oldbury. Number 12, Cameron Hook. And the libero, number 6, Jack McKelvey. Scotland's head coach is Ian Brownlee. And their opponents in white shirts and red shorts, they are England Juniors captain by number 12, Ben Lucas. And his team, number 2, Tom Fontneham. Number 5, Joshua Green. Number 8, Noah Dolan. Number 10, Johan Kuzmanov. Number 11, Jonathan Drysdale Anderson. And the libero is number 1, Tommy Dixon Hodge. England Juniors head coach is Louise Bale.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Sir David Wallace Sports Centre here at Loughborough University. Blazoned across the wall is where history begins. And for these boys here, this is just the start of what is hopefully an amazing career in volleyball. And they are set the standard in this gold medal match. On your screens on the right hand side in blue is Scotland East. And in the white and red on your left are the England Junior Boys. England Junior Boys, the only undefeated team making it through in this competition. Yesterday's match against Scotland East, the final game for them, they were victorious 25-20, 25-15. Ben Lucas starting off with a deep push down the line. But it is the defence split on the block of Lucas and Faulkner by Fraser Glass, the opposite for Scotland. Nice point to the boys in blue. Early doors, finding the hands of Tom Faulkner. Tom based down in Cardiff, playing for the Cardiff Celts Volleyball Club. Early distribution there by Green, out wide to Lucas and using the middle, making the Scottish block work. Logan Darling, the setter for Scotland East. Following in the steps of the captain of the Scotland East girls, Emma Waldie, been playing together the same amount of time. Now here, captain their team. Logan facing tough opposition here in the England Junior Boys. It's a great float serve by Josh Green. Push that ball deep to the corner. Cameron Hook, though, one of the big hitters in yesterday's game with 12 attacks. Will be one of the go-to attackers here for the Scotland East boys. Yesterday's game, both teams making changes, so maybe not a true reflection on their full starting six. Captain Lucas from New Forest. As all members of New Forest, the Green Army, eyes fixed whether you're down in New Forest or over in Tokyo. Cheering on the captain and the setter, both based in New Forest. The England junior team also made up of players from Black Country, Boswells, Wessex, and as mentioned earlier, Tom Faulkner down in Cardiff. Packed out crowd here, multicoloured with the Irish and the Welsh support here, as well as a full bank of spectators in this grandstand. Tom Faulkner goes for the push, but it's a big block by Harris Ritchie. Bit of confusion there on the attack, with both Drysdale, Anderson and Ham going for the ball. We are all square, 4-all. Serve down the line. Josh Green arches his back, pushes that reverse wide. Logan Darling having to pick that ball up from under the net. It's a big, strong swing from Ritchie. Too hot to handle for Lucas. The ball sails out of court, just past the referee. And the target, Lucas on the serve. Chance for Golan to get his arm in. In yesterday's game, Noah Golan with 13 attacks. The big two wing hitters, the number 5 and 12. Tom Faulkner doing what he does best on the service line. Logan Darling testing England reflexes out early doors there off the tape. And then Ritchie with a blistering shot, but well picked up by Ritchie and Golan. Now opportunity, Darling goes for reverse. It's a line shot over the arms of Golan. Faulkner tucked in tight to the 3-metre line and finds the gap. Fraser Glass had a good start here in this game as opposite. Not your typical opposite player as in tall stature. As you see, with 2 kills to his name already. Very efficient. Now it's time for Kuzmanov to get in the action. One of 3 Richmond boys in this England junior team. Drysdale Anderson this time. Small tip. High ball. Opportunity now for the attack. They draw the blocker well. Anderson finds Glass. Another attack for the juniors. This time, Drysdale Anderson falling away to his right-hand side. Finds the fingertip of Ritchie on the block. And it goes out of play to the left. An important point for the England juniors. Stop that 3-point swing. Drysdale Anderson has been strong for the service line when he gets it right. But only with a 50% average so far this weekend. Those that have gone well. Those that haven't have either found the bottom of the net or gone sailing out of court. As we go to the first technical timeout here in the gold medal match. Our volunteers and officials all around this weekend doing a sterling job. Remember, you can get in touch with us on the Twitter site using the hashtag 2017SG. Tell us your thoughts, who you're cheering on. Louis Bello, head coach, with Bertrand Ollier stepping in for the Clayton Lucas, who is unable to make it here today. But be happy watching his son captain the England junior team, no less. Both teams line up on the side of the court, waiting for the clock to tick down to get back on with this game. We've seen some fantastic defense, but also the offense on both teams. They've been choosing the options well. All options played so far by the setters. Both Logan Darling and Josh Green. This time he goes out wide to Golem. It's a tight ball there. Tries down Anderson. Snap of the wrist there. Hammer and hook. Almost old school hinge hit in there from the hips as his arm came through that ball. Ritchie serving across to Golem. First major 5 attack for Lucas. Finds a tape through the course this weekend. Lucas has been finding those shots. Quick hands again. The ball tight. Double plate by Leach. But solid by the England junior boys. Not in full flow yet, the boys in red and white. They're not being allowed to play their natural game here. Scotland really hustling them. And again, another big swing by Cameron Hook. As previously mentioned, one of their main go-to people on point in this competition. Lucas now has the opportunity through 4. Goes cross court, finds the tape. It's going to be a free ball. Chance for transition for England juniors. Go for the reverse short. Kuzmanov too wide. And almost run a slide attack. Green just saying his fault. Needs a little bit higher. He pushes that ball, then this time really wide. Ben Lucas able to hang there. Gives an arm around the ball. Just confusion in the defence there from Scotland East, giving the England juniors the ball. Boltonham back on as Kuzmanov. The middle goes to serve. Drifts that ball long. Louis Bello standing motionless. Knows how crucial errors on the service line can be. Scotland follow suit. Now can Josh Green put the pressure on with this float serve. Drops the ball short. It's a reverse attack. The ball was set wide for Hook. Lucas had set himself across right next to the antenna there, making it easy for the wipe off. Clever play by Hook. Tries to Lanson yet, not had a chance to have a proper swing. Logan Darling, almost Dobell-esque there, looking to play the ball and just dropping his hand away, letting it drift over. He didn't even need to jump. England juniors just watching. Lovely set by Green. Pushing the pass, the hit there by Ben Lucas, trying to use the block. Block had already infringed onto the net at that point as well. So he's the captain. Free ball attack now for the England juniors. Coming in with the 3 attacks. Job the fingers, Golan. Down the hands, he didn't. The referee says no. Look from my position here, but it's come off the hand of Scotland and out of play. We go to the technical timeout. You can hear the frustrations from the England junior bench and the coaches. As Golan's played that ball off the fingertips of Scotland. But our officials are eye on the corner with the red flags. Didn't spot that. Dimitrov happy with the decision made. Louis Bello still showing those frustrations. Those frustrations are coming out of the being 6 points down here in the gold medal match. As I mentioned earlier, juniors not being able to flow with a natural play. This is because they're being pressed hard by Scotland East. And they played them yesterday. Anglo juniors had rubber the green all the way. It was a little bit easier for them. First referee just having a quick chat with Captain Lucas. And the yellow card is given to Louis Bello. It is a warning for what he said and the way he said it. We're back on with the game, 16-10. The referee just asking for calm. Say that this time, got a touch on the block. Scotland East go for the reverse option. Straight through the block again. Golan and Faulkner not forming that seal on the block. Glass smashing that ball cross court to one. Now Oldbury back to serve. A quiet game so far, the number 11. Not really been called upon. Golan this time gets inside Glass. Substitution replacing Kuzmov. On comes number 7, Max Norton-Steele. Max, one of the Boswell boys here. Boswell's always from good stock and coaching under Darren Lewis. Typically always a Boswell player in the juniors and cadets team. Nice high angle there from Ritchie. Goes again to Fort. Again straight into the chest. Stomach. But then put away. Lovely by Golan. Ritchie had 2 opportunities. Great defense by Lucas. And then Golan. Small in stature but big in character. As the wing player punishes that ball away. The gap is back to 5 now. Faulkner serving. This set's really wide. Not able to get the purchase on it. Double contact there by Green. Glass serving. Golan. No touch on the block given. Oh, he has said the touch on the block. I apologise. Substitution. Drysdale Anderson will leave us. And on comes Andrew Pearson. Josh Green will leave us. Tyler White will go on, so it's set an opposite switch. So still gives us a 3-man attack here for the boys in red and white. Pearson will be the new hands on court. Logan Darling, the front court setter, the number 1 and captain for Scotland. Looking to distribute this ball now. Does down the centre. Not a clean kill by Leach. But the blocking partnership of Leach and Ritchie on a half-speed attack. He's shut back with purpose on this England junior boys. Pearson just goes straight on the reverse on his hands, the way his shoulders are facing. But first real error for himself, trying to play that ball short and over. Golan from Richmond. Jump floats there from 5 to 5. Leach hanging there in that middle attack. Now White gets his first real proper swing. Clean his contact. The ball still in action until the hook goes around White on the block. So Scotland East have found an area here for the new opposite to go round on the block. Not as big on the hands as Drysdale Anderson. So Hook has options to use on the blocker number 3. But now Lucas showing his skills. Out wide through 4, they go again. Second time of asking. Big high reach. Almost hitting over Darling on that one. He's got some springs in his legs. And he's chasing that ball down. Opportunity again for England Junior. They go down to White. This time White gets his hands on it. Off the block. Good covering by Hook. The middle attack by Albury. Not really had much to do in this game, as I mentioned a minute ago. And then when it was needed there, the set was just a little bit over him. Hook was following that ball in, but couldn't quite react quick enough. Norton Steele on to serve. Options available. Hook almost picking his spot there. Found the gap down the block. England Juniors up for it. And the second time, this time a steep, tighter angle. Great chasing down by Ben Lucas, flying into the substitutes bench there. Could only get the ball going outside the aerial towards the Scottish bench. Iraj Safi now coming on as libero. Another 2 libero system with Tommy Dixon-Hodge and Iraj Safi.
Timeout called on both courts as we reach the
21-16 here. Scotland East will be a happy of the 2.
in the gold medal match. Scotland East 21-16.
England Juniors starting to find a little bit of rhythm, a little bit of pace.
Leading England Cadets on court.
But likewise, so are the Scotland East boys.
14.
Ian Brownlee, very astute and coach, who would have watched this team. We've talked about where they need to attack. And in Hook and Ritchie, they've got the firepower to help compete with the likes of Golan and Lucas. Amazing atmosphere here. The volleyball match in Loughborough University. Lucas, big wipe off the block. Almost a change in the coaching culture there with the hands over that block, really using the hands to his advantage. Loughborough famed with sporting moments, school game legends. We've also got Olympian Ben Pipes as one of our athlete mentors here. So it's a fitting arena for the 2017 boys gold medal match. Float serve by Gollum. It's wide to 2. Drysdale Anderson having to turn and face the net to play that ball over. Quickly picked on by the libero of Scotland. And then high hands, but Drysdale Anderson challenging on the block. But the point's been given the way of England, saying Glass hit the net when he swung. Drysdale Anderson's got away with one there. The smile on his face as they walk off court, back within 3 points there. So both coaches not so happy with a couple of decisions being made.
Very tense on both courts. Great atmosphere here in the Sedated Wallace Sports Hall for these final 2 matches of the 2017 school games. Scotland East 21, England Juniors 18 on court 1. Scotland West 19, England Cadets 60 on court 2.
The buzzer goes. We're about to have the players make their way back on court here. A packed out crowd. And everyone watching at home. 3 points the difference. Gold medal up for grabs. And Noah serves. Take down the centre. Shank pass by McKelvey. So no real attack for Scotland East this time. Drysdale Anderson looks for the big push. As that set by Green goes wide. Standing jump for Lucas. Using the hands to his advantage. Irad Safi, a great character to have on court. Really urging the team forward. 19-21. Again, over to Lucas out wide on the left-hand side. Nicely picked up by the libero for Scotland. Fraser Glass with the attack through 4. Found the high arms of Drysdale. Just dropped out on the right-hand side of the court. Celebrated statically there. Pass tight by Lucas. Almost moving into his position, ready to come into attack before finishing the pass off. Bello motionless at the moment, calling for a timeout. Reminded by Bertrand he has to signal. Louis Bello has his youngest son playing in the bronze medal match as a libero. And his 2 of the boys are here in the crowd before they fly off to Italy in the beach under 20s. This crowd's a sea of white, blue, red and green. A lot of red caps on. Must be in honour of James Kemp. Here in the crowd, with all these athletes going through their anti-doping workshops and their positive and emotional workshops with our mentors here. And this is where all those emotions and that resilience and strength will come in handy at 19-23. Oh, the ball just clipping the tape, rolling away from Albury. Nothing he can do about that. Important for the juniors to get that point back after the timeout. It's a crucial point. They would have been set point down. Fortune. We have a timeout for Scotland East. Ian Brownlee, head coach, just looking to have a chance to chat to his team. A cool, calm character in these timeouts. He patrols his technical area, aware of the threats and the dangers that these England junior boys will pose. They have the advantage. They are 3 points to the good. 23-20. Captain Lucas to serve. Chased down by Safri, all the way into the barriers. Huddles his way back, but the ball drifts over. Tom Young looks to shut it out, but a net touch given. Lucas just asking about the handling of Logan Darling on his set on that reverse. Didn't come out the cleanest. Set point now, the boys in blue. Way too much power there, Albury. Not having the most effective time. Hard as a middle. But Faulkner-Ham now has served his team into the games before and turned sets around yesterday. Can he do the same thing here? Lucas went to his left, picked up the ball to the right. Noah just pushes the ball deep. Now opportunity for Scotland to steal it. And seal it they do! Harris Ritchie found the line shot right into the chest of Josh Green. 25-21. Enemy that was expecting a walkover here with the England juniors being undefeated. But have had their eyes open here in the crowd. Scotland East have been showing this along the way. While they weren't successful yesterday in this competition against the England junior boys, it's the only game they lost all competition. Scotland East only losing 3 sets. That's the first set now. That the England junior boys have conceded in this competition. This is where all the mental strength training that the coaches and the athlete mentors have been going through them. How will England junior boys react to being 1 set down? We haven't seen that yet, but we're about to find out. Local clubs joining in, watching and joining in on social media from Scotland and from England here. Scotland West boys have taken the first set in the bronze medal match as well. Similar score to this one here on the show court. Scotland East, can they maintain this level? They've posed a threat for this all the way through the competition. It's now how the juniors react. Scotland East are ready, lined up on the left-hand side of your screen. Junior boys get their final instructions from their coaching team before they head out. No changes to how they finish, so Norton Steele stays on, number 7 for England juniors. Same lineup for Scotland East, not changing. Jack McKelvey, the libero. Just clearing up an instruction that the first referee wants from the Scottish team. Not sure if it's about clearing the ball out of the way. Big shout there by Henry Aubrey as silent hushes around court 1. Josh Green serving underway. Logan Darling has that reverse attack. Cameron Hook squeezed it through. Not his cleanest attack. Using the tape, squeezing through the block. Hook to serve now. He's forced that ball from angle to angle. Ace serve.
Welcome the teams back to court 2 for the second set. England Cadets and Scotland West.
Ben Lucas being called in again. From my angle here, I'm in line with the banners and the grandstand. It looked a good serve. The referee saying he's overruled it. On the right-hand side. That's what the referee's there to do. His assistant's there to assist. He makes that decision. Scotland now feeling the pressure early doors. Harris Ritchie trying to roll a shot. Not even getting his hand through the ball. This time, another decision against the boys in blue. Logan Darling doing what he needs to as a captain to stop any conversations going on. First referee's made his stance very clear. Lucas, a serve. Lucas goes the same angle again. Cross from 5 to 5. Tight angle. Fraser Glass, very energetic with his celebration. You would think this game means something to these two teams. And they're purely showing that through the emotion here. Good defensive block by Scotland now. Juniors attack again. Drysdale Anderson shaping that ball around. Just finds the line, it says. The linesman said yes. Albury and team manager showing where the line is. So yellow card been issued to Scotland team. Sure if that's Brownlee or Albury on the bench for his. Alexander Dimitrov, first referee, calling both captains in. There is a lot at stake here. The decisions mean a lot to every single point. Brownlee just having a chat with Peter Wyard. Let's do what we're here to do. Let's get under the way with the game. Boltonham finds the net. Big quick attack this time. Norton Steele managing to get a straight kill. 5-3 then. England junior boys lead by 2 points but trail by 1 set to 0. Logan Darling also finding the middle attack. Aaron Leach trying to hold himself away from the net. The referee saying he did touch it. They had won the point until that point, and momentum took in that way. Decisions will go for and against you here in this game. It's how you react. That's what your coaches will tell you. How will both Scotland and England juniors react? Logan Darling penalised for a backcourt play. He was trying to bring the ball back, but good awareness by the England junior block. Holding their hands there tight. It's called for a let as he's realised that Darling is at position 4. So score still 7-3. Drysdale Anderson serves down the line. Out wide it goes. And another snap of that wrist. This time by Ritchie across the angle. Ritchie comes back to serve now. Goal on front court. He'll have his 2 attackers, but he's also got Lucas on the pipe and Drysdale on a 10 attack. Chooses to go out wide to Gollum, as does Logan Darling, but Logan Darling gets called for a double contact on the set, and that will take us to a technical timeout. 8-4. Feisty affair here in the second set. Decisions going against both teams. Questions being asked. Referee having to issue cards. There's a unity now about these England junior boys fighting and working harder together. Lou Bella using this technical timeout to have a chat with his libero, Miro Safri. He spent 4 weeks in Brazil on Super League teams training. So he's experienced this at the highest level. 4 points of difference. Emma Waldy, the captain of the Scotland East girls, now head cheerleader in the grandstand, urging the boys in blue back on in this game. That's the drums of Richmond. You can hear in the background here. Chase into the wall. Goes McKelvey. Dolan serving, and he serves it long. No arguments about that one. Quite clearly long off the baseline. All the family members now in the crowd and watching the line with biting their nails. Lucas goes through the net. He's got a tip. It was going to go out anyway, but his momentum took him through. Josh Green with a double contact. Lucas kills the ball. Scotland already stood up right, back, knowing the point was theirs, and they close the gap now to 2 points here. No mistake in this time. First real attack, Lucas going down the line, shaping that ball over the block. Set brought in slightly by Green. Lucas just watched that ball drift past him to start with. Norton Steele on the serve. Logan quickly into position to attack that set, which he does out wide by Hook. And Lucas, all arms loft raised, signalling a touch, nothing given. So one captain hits out, the next captain comes to serve. Logan Darling, the setter, calling the shots here. Pushing that deep ball to his opposite counterpart, who squeezes it inside the block of Albury and Glass. The option again, out wide for Glass. Drysdale Anderson using that height to his advantage. Dimitrov. Going for a back court. Hand was higher in the net of Josh, and the ball drifted over before Drysdale Anderson touched it. Ball sails long. It could have been a 1 point game, now is a 3 point game with the captain Lucas back to serve. The Green Army of Northern Ireland following him. The Green Army of New Forest behind him, watching online as he fires that serve in to Scotland East. Scotland look to attack with a quick action. Albury not firing on all cylinders just yet. Drysdale Anderson this time. That's the attack for England. Glass into the block, out wide this time, and a snap hit by Harris Ritchie. All options now being used by both teams. Faulkner-Ham a little bit early on that attack. Just get his fingers to it. Big swing. Takes off the shoulder of Iraj Staffrey as the libero. He's been winding up for that shot all All that point. 10-12 Brownlee. Just checking with the table about who the server is. So the referee just asked him to change ball, not able to dry it under his t-shirt. So just get another ball and give that a clean. Back with the action here, it's 2 points, 10-12. Fault the hand this time with a one-man block. Showing what he's been doing for the England Junior Boys and the Cardiff Celts Volleyball Club. The punishing hit. Now it is Voltenham who departs. Kuzmanov comes back on to serve, the number 10. Played half the first set. Tries to serve down the line. Half speed for Harris. Almost took that approach too early. Fraser Glass serving. Stafford with a nice ball and given Josh options. And he decides to go out wide. The Golem, who uses the hands, secures that point. So Drysdale Anderson goes off. Pearson comes on. Josh Green going to convert himself to the attacker now, as Pearson's going to take over the reins on setting duties. Also bringing Pearson in for his serving ability. Doesn't need to use the setters club and go reverse, but he's got Golan down the line. (15-11). Bubelu pulling his team off, thinking it's technical timeout. Still got one more point to get, Lewis. So free ball for Scotland. Fakes the middle, finds the hands of Josh Green. Now to play. 12-15. Served by Ritchie. Josh Green plays that ball over as a free option. Now Logan is going to go down the middle. He does. Finds Leach. Now it's going to go out wide to Hook. What can Hook do? Find the chest of Pearson. Put over second ball by Green through 4. Hook again. Not his cleanest hit, but Golan's hands. Right place, right time. Securing the technical timeout goes the England Junior Boys, leading by 3 points, 16-13. Tense atmosphere here in the grandstands. We might have Russia and Germany. And Poland might have 60,000 spectators in their volleyball games. And here at the school games here at Loughborough University, we've got our own passion, an enthusiastic crowd here. All teams fighting hard for each other through this competition, supporting each other from the girls and the boys. Still a 3-point gap. What can Scotland, these boys do? Close the gap. Can the junior boys pull away? Still going to be Pearson in control on the England boys team. Darling calling the shots there, the number 1 captain for Scotland East. Goes down the backcourt route. Has to be swing across and long, unfortunately, by Fraser Glass. Set far back. Those positions, they couldn't really attack that ball well. Matthew Hogg now comes on as libero for Scotland East, number 8. They direct that ball straight to him. The ball hits him in the face as it bounces the Nace first, then straight into his face. Welcome to the game. Cameron Hook departs. On comes Grant Christie. Number 10 making his appearance for the first time in this game. Christie had 12 attacks in their previous game yesterday when he came on. Good pressure serve by Leach. Hustle and chase by Fraser Glass. Options now for Christie to get his first attack in. The ball's gone out wide now to Lucas. Good defense by Scotland. They go again out to Lucas. High hands. He goes over the block. Hang time. Lucas has watched his brother play in the school games. Now it's his chance to shine as captain of the England junior team. Hands on hips, talking to Josh Green at the net. As the substitution of Kuzmanov and Faulkner-Ham is reversed. Faulkner-Ham, hands on the back of his head, now arms aloft, ready to enforce his dominance on this block. Not needed though by the England junior boys as that serve has gone long. Pressure time on the serves. So Pearson departs, tries out Anderson, comes back on. It is going to be back to setting duties for Josh Green, who's enjoyed a bit of a swing then. And that rotation, that means we still have 3 front court attackers for the England junior boys. Options now for a quick attack by Faulkner-Ham. He goes this time to the left-hand side of Oldbury. Oldbury's going to depart, and Yusuf Butt, number 2, is coming on. Fraser Glass is going to leave us, and Callum Campbell is going to make his appearance here for the first time today. Came on late in the second set in this 4-match fixture yesterday. Josh Green on the service line, 4 points required. Logan Darling being really forced on the net there. Nothing he can do about picking that ball up. So, are we going to go to 3 sets here? 3 points required for a deciding set in this gold medal match. Green with an ace serve. He puts his hands up apologetically, but has a wry smile. Don't mind how the points come. Faulkner-Ham with a shutout block of Yusuf Butt. Number 2 against number 2. Darling will leave us on court. And Ewan Fraser will be the new hands on court. Grant Christie's going to be the captain. So we've had an ace and a monster block by Ham. What's next for the England junior boys? It's a service error. Service error on set point. The England boys will be a little bit relaxed on it. They've got a few points to play with here. Just one side out needed. Run the quick reverse option. They do go down that line. Lucas squeezing it, rolling across the tape, just dropping in court. They take that set 25-16. We'll be back very shortly with the deciding set, which is going to be a race to 15 points.
That time call on court 2 in the bronze medal match. England Cadets not far away from forcing a decider in that one as well, leading 23-17.
It is standing room only on court 1. It's a packed grandstand. 20 people standing around. Will Roberts from the U Sport Trust here. We're up in the balcony high in Loughborough Sports Hall. It's a Dave Wallace Hall. I've got Ben Pipes, one of our athlete mentors here. Ben, just give me your overview of these first 2 sets and just your thoughts in general of the final day of the school games volleyball competition.
I think on watching both courts live at the minute, it's epic, and I think, to be honest, both on the women's line and the men's line, they've done real justice to this competition, bringing really their best volleyball onto from the Welsh girls this morning through to these boys' finals this afternoon. Yeah, really superb, really gripping to watch.
I talked a little about your mentoring sessions that you're doing here with these guys. What is it you're talking to them about that will work well and that will hopefully help them with their thinking when it comes to a deciding set, a gold medal match in the school games competition?
It's one of the key things we focus on around the 6 keys to success, which is an element of what we teach, is some mental flexibility within that. So making good decisions under pressure. Maybe ultimately you might make one bad decision, but in volleyball we know there's still the rest of the rally to play. So how are you mentally going to stay within that and unpick maybe a bad move or a wrong choice to eventually get that right outcome that you're looking for? So mental focus is not something you just switch on and switch off. You've got to kind of almost get yourself to that point. And these guys, I think both teams and across both guys are sitting in that stretch zone, that focus, that game speed, game decision kind of moment, and it's going to be a test of who can stay there the longest.
It's that passion and enthusiasm behind it. We've seen it in the first set. England junior boys were really pumped up. A couple of decisions went against them. We saw them falter slightly. Likewise then for the Scotlandese boys, the same thing in the second set. Paid dividends for the England junior boys here. So we're going to get underway with the third set. Prediction?
Too close to call. But just a massive thank you to the athletes for giving us this horrible kind of kind of enthralling, theatrical game to watch, because yeah, this is why I love the game. So for them to deliver this for us, yeah, I appreciate that from all the athletes and the staff, and look at the fans. I don't know if you can get a sense of that online, but it's absolutely packed.
So volleyball is the winner, Ben Pipe says. He knew I was going to ask that question, and he already had that answer planned, no doubt, as well. He's quite right. It has been a fantastic few days here, but we are back with the action. 1-1, 1-set-all, deciding set. Remember, this one's going to be a race of 15. The change ends at 8. Who has those 6 keys to success? Ben Pipes has just been talking about to deliver in this game. Is it Harris Ritchie out wide, off the block, using the hands? Is it Cameron Hook on the service line? Is it Captain Lucas from the junior boys? Time is going to tell. Josh Green goes to the reverse. Lucas then fires up. Albury holds his hands, he's frustrated. He knows he didn't really push and finish that block. Giving Lucas the option to squeeze that down him. Lucas has done that a couple of times in the first set, getting inside the block. If Albury's not pushing his hands over, he's not going to be able to close that block out. Pressure on the serve. The error's coming in. It's not a lack of quality at all. But you've seen how fast these guys attack, how quick they are, how lethal they can be if you just put an easy ball in. So there has to be a lot of pressure on the serve. Albury now leading 3-2, the boys in blue. Drysdale Anderson gets that to attack, but shutout block recovered by England. Golan goes out wide, it's going to drift wide. Faulknerham just watching that ball, not really trying to push his hands over the net. Then Drysdale Anderson goes high. Logan Darling knows he should have left that ball. Not the tallest player, but when you're playing that ball that high in position 1, that ball's going to travel long. Drysdale Anderson using the block well to his advantage this time. Faulknerham solid on the service line. Served his team to victory yesterday. It was a great serve, but lovely play. Fraser Glass. We've seen these boys all about the power, but now this time just shaping that ball around, using the gap well, looking to draw in the English defence and then be able to hit them long again. Tactics that Ian Brownlee will be talking to his team about to make the most of any gap they can find on that court. The junior boys stretching. Noah Golan being asked questions there by Josh Green, really having to come round wide, almost at 90 degrees to the net. Really hard angle shot to play, the cut shot in volleyball. Options now for Scotland. Going out, so it's going to be a free ball. So England can attack. Three attackers go in, they go out wide. Golan steps inside, good defense by the libero. McKelvey diving well, the ball just drifting over the net. Norton Steele able had the awareness, push the ball to the left hand side, easy caught. Now we have the switch. Pearson back to, as Kuzmanov comes on through the mid. Kuzmanov coming through as opposite. Pearson is going to be setting. So a slight change here for England juniors. Is this like the Russians changing the lineup in the Olympics in 2012, moving their middle out to the opposite? We shall see. A little bit over dramatic. It's great chase down by Safri. England juniors hustling well. Scotland will attack again out wide. It's that hinge hit again. Lucas all over. Giberesque on that baseline. Now the fat attack. The flap of the arm by Kuzmanov. To have a London Olympian, Ben Pipe, say that's high-level volleyball is big testament to these guys. Great hustle by the England junior boys. Scotland asking all questions and never say die attitude of this English junior team. And they trail by 2 points here. Safri with a pass. Pearson, Dolan rolls it down the line. Here's a quick attack coming down through 4. Ben Lucas had that attempt earlier. It takes a set. This time Scotland get one. The hits the tape, drops over. Defensively, nothing England can do about it. Try and get a pancake. More hustle this time. Another quick attack coming away the England junior boys. It's going to be Osmanov, the number 10. Pancake by Pearson. First one of the day. Hear that hand sliding on the floor as he picked the ball up, but nothing he could do about it this time. Cameron Hook to the feet of Safri. 8-4, we change ends. Every hand clapping. All eyes, pumped up crowd. If only you could see some of the parents here. The passion isn't just on court, it is in the grandstand here as well. Goosebumps on the arms. 4-8 down, England junior boys. Scotland is stepping up really hard. They were down to start with in this deciding set. Deafening noise. A serve for Ritchie to the hands of Safri. He goes high. They switch. Dixon Hodge comes back on as libero. And Louis Bello looking calm, cool. Calls his team in. 5 points down. Ben, you're coaching. You're 5 down on a short set, 9-4, gold medal match. What's your message?
I said this yesterday, and you can see it from the players on the court. The bit that I'm saying about is spectacular. The respect for the players, the respect the positions, the respect giving a good free ball. In this, every time they're giving perfect free ball. It's unbelievable. I'd be telling them stick to the game plan, but we also need somebody needs to step up. Somebody needs to share the team up. On the Scottish side, they need to keep doing what they're doing.
Wise words again by Pipes. Is it going to be Lucas? Is it be Golan? Will it be the hands of Pearson that dictate how England boys get back into this? He decides to go to Noah Golan. No, Golan goes down the line. But it's Hook again. He's not the captain, but he's doing a captain's performance. Ritchie fires into the net on double figures. Brownlee asking for calm. Inside, Ian Brownlee is jumping around, pacing up and down the technical area, as is Bello. Quick attack off the fingers of the block. No, it is given. It is a touch off the block. He did. You could see in his reaction. Norton Steele had touched it. The rest of the team celebrating really strongly. Norton Steele just turning around, almost sheep-like. Another big serve coming the way. And a big swing, free net for Lucas. Overruled by the first referee. Lucas almost in there too quick. Nice distribution out wide. It's a flat set, really quick. Logan Darling nowhere near on the block. So Lucas is now front court, and he's there. He saw the second ball over. Ben Pipes has just talked about somebody stepping up. Is it young Lucas? A bright talent, as bright as his trainers. the England volleyball junior team. But the hit from Scotland's Cameron Hook squeezes through a block and inside. England juniors not forcing their hands, finishing that block. Louis Bello calls for a timeout now. A little roll of the shoulders and roll of the eyes here. Tension building.
With 5 points the difference, Scotland East leading England juniors 12-7, just 3 points away from the 2017 title.
Five points the difference. Normally in a 25-point set, but here we're not in that zone. We are in gold medal match game and a race of 15. Darling fires that ball into Golan. Out wide to Lucas. Lucas finds the fingers. He didn't have to go cross court. He didn't have to ground it. He just had to use his head, and he did that well. Pearson leaves us. Drysdale. Anderson comes back on. Kuzmanov's leavers. Josh Green comes back on. There's a big front court option now. Lucas, Faulkner-Ham, Drysdale, Anderson. They've got the size on block, but also the power on the attack. Is that enough to get them back in this? How do they shut out Cameron Hook, Harris Ritchie, Fraser Glass, the attackers from Scotland East boys? Well, they do it that way by targeting McKelvey, the libero. It's an ace serve. Josh Green has been off for a half a rotation. He's had to sit and watch what's happening and see his team drop down. He comes straight on his first action, an ace serve. That's how you handle pressure. Brownlee will just be calming his team down. They've passed well in this game so far. We don't have the live stats, but they've given Darling the options to be able to spread the ball. We've seen, as I said, Hook, Ritchie and Glass, the key attackers. Hook was the main attacker yesterday in their game, while juniors were victorious there. The noise is erupting. Options now for Scotland East. They make a mistake. Out of position. Cameron Hook. We've got people watching in Tokyo, people in Madrid watching. Very good afternoon, Natalie. You've joined us at a crucial time, 10-12. Josh Green, is he serving his team back into this game? Scotland East looking to attack out wide now. Glass goes down the line. And again he goes cross court into the chest of Dixon Hodge. Lucas finds the fingers. It's going to be Glass again, attack through 4. Time, energy, Lucas off his head. 2 touches, Ben Lucas touching his head first and then his hand. It's a double contact. He tried to push that ball onto the hands of the block. The block was strong enough to push it back towards him. 13-10. Three-man option for England on this attack. The noise deafening. Gold medal match point here. It's Hook serving for Scotland East, and it's served long. Now it's captain Ben Lucas. His team are 3 gold medal points down. What can he do from the service line? He goes his favourite 5-to-5 angle. It's a reverse attack. It squeezes in. Great hustle by the junior boys. They try to put pressure on this free ball. It's a middle attack, and it's squeezed to the right-hand side. Albury, of all people in this game, his first kill of the game. The big number 11 for Scotland East has that attack round the left-hand side. Diving despair by the England junior boys. The game is over, 15-11, 2-1. The champions here at the 2017 school games in Loughborough University. Scotland East boys take it. What an ending to the game here. A standing ovation, a packed out crowd. Here, the England junior boys, undefeated up until today. That noise, as Rob Hayes tells you who the winners and the gold medalists are. The noise is deafening here. Heartbreak for England. Elation, jubilation. The boys in blue. We will try and get a live word with the coach and one of the players down court side with Andy Sixsmith. As calm descends upon this court, people making their way over to court number 2 as a deciding bronze medal match is still taking place there. Louis Bello talking to his team across the bench. The boys in blue huddling in the centre of the court with a big East cheer as they go to their fans. The fellow team, the girls who've won bronze, and now the boys have taken gold. We wanted a cracking way to end our coverage on court number 1, and we got it. People might call that an upset, but they've seen the Scottish East boys play. They knew what they were capable of. Scotland top the table. England juniors in silver medal place. The bronze medal match is being played out on the outside court now. 13-9. Nazir Khan serving. The 2 points required. Players, volunteers, fans, family and friends here in Loughborough still embracing each other in the colours of blue of Scotland East. So we're going to leave you there for the time being. We're going to have the medal ceremony and presentation of the Super Sevens coming your way as the net is being taken down. We will parade all of the 6 teams in both the boys and the girls competition, and the officials and volunteers onto this court as we then close out the 2017 competition. Award the trophies and the medals to our winners. So we'll leave you here on court 1, and we'll be back very shortly for the presentation ceremony.
Welcome to the presentation ceremony for the 2017 School Games Volleyball Competition. Please welcome to the courtside your officials and NTOs. Please also welcome your volunteers and courtside assistants.
Please welcome on the boys, the 6th place team, Wales.
And please welcome the 6th place team in the girls competition, Northern Ireland.
Please welcome the 5th place team in the boys competition, Northern Ireland.
And welcome to court, the 5th place team in the girls competition, Wales.
Show your appreciation for the 4th place team in the boys competition, Scotland West.
And lining up opposite their counterparts, 4th place in the girls competition, also Scotland West.
Bronze medalists in the boys competition, England Cadets.
Bronze medalists in the girls competition, Scotland East.
Silver medalists in the boys, England Juniors.
Also picking up the silver in the girls competition, England Juniors.
And gold medalists and winners in the boys, Scotland East.
Gold medalists and winners of the girls competition, England Cadets.
Ladies and gentlemen, your presentation party for the boys presentation. Presenting the medals, the CEO of Volleyball England, Janet Inman. Presenting the trophies for the boys competition, your athlete mentor and London Olympian, Ben Pipes. Presenting the girls medals in this competition, the corner market director for Volleyball England, Liz Clark. And presenting the Super 7 Golden Ball winners from the Esports Trust, the Director of Operations, Will Roberts. So please welcome your bronze medalists to receive their medals. They are the boys of the England Cadets. Captain, number 11, David Hodgson. Number 1, Enrique Mayo. Number 2, Connor Reed. Number 3, Ben Osborne. Number 4, Adam Avey. Number 6, Bartosz Soczewska. Number 5, Mark Nomorowski. Number 7, Justin Matabay. Number 8, Nazir Khan. Number 9, William Mottershaw. Number 10, James Ledbury. Number 12, Harrison Martin Laws. Head coach for the England Cadet Boys, Ashley Trodden. Assistant coach, Ryan Murphy. And team manager, Luca Tom. Ladies and gentlemen, your bronze medalist in the boys competition, England Cadets. Now to your silver medalist in what was an amazing final game. They are the boys of the England Juniors. captained by number 12, Ben Lucas. Number 1, Tommy Dixon Hodge. Number 2, Tom Faulkner-Ham. Number 3, Tyler White. Number 4, Andrew Pearson. Number 5, Joshua Green. Number 6, Christian Millett. Number 7, Max Norton-Steele. Number 8, Noah Golan. Number 9, Iraj Zahri. Number 10, Johan Kuzmanov. And number 11, Jonathan Drysdale Anderson. Your coaching team, head coach, Louis Bell. Assistant coach, Bertrand Ollier. And team manager, Antonio Codrington. Ladies and gentlemen, your silver medalists in the boys competition, they are the England Juniors. Winners and gold medalists in the boys 2017 volleyball competition. They are the boys from Scotland East. Captain by number 1, Logan Darling. Number 2, Yusuf Butt. Number 3, Fraser Glass. Number 4, Callan Campbell. Number 5, Aaron Leach. Number 6, Jack McKelvey. Number 7, Harris Ritchie. Number 8, Matthew Hogg. Number 9, Ewan Fraser. Number 10, Grant Christie. Number 11, Henry Olbrey. And number 12, Cameron Hook. Your head coach of the winning boys team, Ian Brownlee. Assistant coach, Douglas Crockart. And team manager, Heather Brownlee. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners of the boys competition, Scotland East. If I can now invite our athlete mentor and Olympian Ben Pipes to present the 2017 Boys Trophy. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, your winners, Scotland East. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you your gold, silver and bronze medalists in the boys competition. Congratulations to each and every one of you and all of the 6 teams competing in the boys competition. You have set the standard really high.
Time now to meet our medalists in the girls' competition. Winners of the bronze medals, Scotland East. Scotland East's captain is number 1, Emma Waldy. Number 2, Lisa Waldy. Number 3, Rhiann Murphy. Number 4, Catherine Dennison. Number 5, Finn Donaldson. Number 6, Caitlin Robb. Number 7, Deirdre O'Riordan. Number 8, Kate Renford. Number 9, Carolina Robleska. Number 10, Megan Hall. Number 11, Ellie Stewart. And number 12, Ellie Mireya Munoz. Scotland East head coach is Vince Kravitz. The assistant coach, Aileen Hall. And the team manager, Zoe Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2017 School Games bronze medalists, Scotland East. The winners of the silver medals, England Juniors. They're led by number 1 and captain, Holly Bentley. Number 2, Lily Gellard. Number 3, Rhea Hetkin. Number 4, Remy Knight. Number 5, Amy Lane. Number 6, Amy Antonio. Number 7, Taya Mossman. Number 8, Anna Del Rio Malaki. Number 9, Lauren Short. Number 10, Jessica Tasker. Number 11, Abby Hogan. And number 12, Maddie Wood. England Juniors head coach is Freddie Fairbairn. The assistant coach, Richard James. And the team manager, Leanne Brown. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your silver medalists, England Juniors. Time now to welcome Your gold medalists and 2017 School Games champions, they are England Cadets. Led out by their captain, number 8, Georgia McGovern. Number 1, Lucy Pluck. Number 2, Bethan Appleton-Jones. Number 3, Katie Keith. Number 4, Lauren Cadwan. Number 5, Neve Davies. Number 6, Isabel Tucker. Number 7, Alice Brown. Number 9, Leah Blight. Number 10, Lauren Monks. Number 11, Molly Saunders. And number 12, Charlotte Whitford. England Cadets head coach, Maria Bertelli. The assistant coach, Rachel Hutt. And the team manager, Helen Britton. To present the trophy, athlete mentor Ben Pipes. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2017 School Games champions, England Cadets.
It is time now to invite Will Roberts front and centre as the next presentation is for the Golden Ball Super 7s. Each of the coaching team have been asked to vote who they feel are the best middles, outsides, opposites, setters and spikers, and liberos. And all the scores have come in, and each of these people will receive one of the golden balls and be part of what is the ultimate School Games team. Your first golden ball winner, middle from Scotland West, number 8, David Mexon. The second golden ball winner, also a middle. He wears the number 2 of Scotland East, Yusuf Bucks. your third golden ball winner. Outside, captain of the England Juniors, number 12, Ben Lucas. The next golden ball winner, the outside, one of the key members of the gold winning squad, the number 12 from Scotland East, Cameron Hook. The next vote is for the golden ball for opposite. It was a close one, but it has gone to number 11 from the England Juniors, Jonathan Drysdale Anderson. Next in the golden ball category is the setter. The best setter has been voted for the number 5 from England Juniors, Joshua Green. That is 6 out of 7. Good hands, Joshua. The final golden ball goes to one of the smallest players here with the biggest hearts. You don't need me to tell you, the best libero from the England Cadets, the number 1, Enrique Bello! Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you your Super 7 in the boys volleyball competition.
Time now to find out the Super 7 in the girls' competition. The first golden ball is awarded to Middle, who wears 10 for England Juniors, Jessica Tasker. The second golden ball, also in the middle, from England Cadets, number 3, Katie Keith. The next golden ball goes to outside, number 4 from England Juniors, Remy Knight. The next golden ball also concerns outside striker from England Cadets, number 5, Nee Davies. The next golden ball is for best opposites. And it goes to number 9 from England Cadets, Leah Black. The next golden ball will be awarded to the best setter. This one goes to number 1 and captain of England Juniors, Holly Bentley. And last but certainly not least, completing the girls' Super 7, we need our best libero. And that goes to England Cadets number 12, Charlotte Wittrop. Ladies and gentlemen, they are your girls' Super 7 for the 2017 School Games.
So we have one final trophy to present. This is for the overall champion. It was a three-way tie for the overall winners. We've had to look back at the matches across the competition and the on-set difference. So the overall champions of the 2017 volleyball competition here in Loughborough University goes to the England Juniors. It will divide both the England Juniors boys and girls to make their way to Ben. And I can ask the captains of Ben Lucas and Holly Bentley to receive your trophies. Ladies and gentlemen, the overall champions of the volleyball competition are the England Juniors. So we have one final thing to do. This involves every single one of all of the 6 teams, all our officials, our MTOs, our courtside assistants and officials. If we can invite you all to get yourself in the middle of the court and look up Hannah on the stand there and have one of the biggest group pictures in volleyball history. Those in the grandstand, feel free to take pictures, but before you do start taking pictures, you have 6 teams in the girls and boys, all the volunteers, officials, and everybody that's been part of this fantastic event. Please show your appreciation to every single person and yourselves who has been absolutely amazing here at Loughborough for the School Games 2017.
Ladies and gentlemen, that brings to a close your presentation ceremony for the 2017 School Games volleyball competition. Now, as the 2017 school games draws to a close, I'm sure we'd all agree, it's been a fantastic 4 days we've had here at Loughborough University. Congratulations to everyone for showing dedication, professionalism, and how hard work can pay off. We hope you've enjoyed making new friends and memories that will last a lifetime. On behalf of our funders, Sport England and the National Lottery, we'd like to thank everyone for their time and dedication towards making the school games possible. Without your hard work, these amazing games and memories would not be possible. Special congratulations, of course, to our 2017 school games medalists. We hope you achieve your potential and continue to reach for your dreams. Between the first school games in 2006 and today, a grand total of 19,200 talented young athletes have competed. Some of those have gone on to win medals at the Olympic and Paralympic Games. We very much hope to see some of you competing for Team GB at the Tokyo Olympics in 2020. On behalf of the organisers of the volleyball competition here, myself, Rob Hayes, and my colleagues Mark Perkins and Andy Sixsmith on the microphone, and Lucinda Potter on the sound desk as well. We thank you very much for being such wonderful competitors and spectators over the last 4 days. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a very safe journey home wherever you're headed. And it's goodbye from the 2017 school games.